Hi, in this lesson, we have to take some information from our reference images for texturing.
You were supposed to learn about something before doing it, aren't you? Previously, we found a reference image, so we have to understand it well. Before getting started, I would like to advise you arrange the images you have picked up in such a big picture.
Besides that, you can focus on the reference images that match with your art requirements when you post all images you need on the big mood board.
Like this for easier use. Instead of displaying and looking at each image at a time, with a big picture, all you need to do is zoom it in and look at the images in order in an easy way. This helps you save time while working and focus more in the product making process. Let's take a look back at the issue. As you can see, these are the main reference images I have chosen.
This is the old, rusty painted aircraft with different details.
As I said, I had also picked up some more images of different materials. For example, this is a glossier material, and this is entirely metallic with some positions painted.
Both of them will give us the good visual images for texturing.
So is this, but it's a really rusty, dusty, and old version. This is a detail of the aircraft head I have found out, and so is this one, part of the propeller and engine. Below is the engine made of a waste aircraft. You can refer to these rusty, small details in order to add them to your own aircraft.
I'm going to make the circles to highlight those details that help to catch your view. You can also take a look at those corrosion and deterioration details to get the imagination.
Let's get back to our main reference image.
We start to analysis the main reference. First, the aircraft is painted the matte paint on the glossy aluminum material. From this information,
you can see there are a big number of different materials on this aircraft.
This is an old paint layer. This is a glass window in the cockpit and cabin part. This is a painted decal that is big star symbols here in the tail assembly of an aircraft.
We also have a metallic layer that is being peeled off and rust stains, those small details constituting a metallic layer. The engine side used to be quite glossy, but it may become like this peeled layer. There is a metal used for painting on the glass door in colored metallic glass.
Let's pay attention to is what we are seeing in the mood board.
What makes this reference image notable is that it has different materials. If many colors make the image more beautiful, so is this aircraft. Thanks to these various materials, the aircraft will become more eye-catching to people looking at it.
I'm going to point out feature highlight by emphasizing the green displayed circles, what's called effects on paint surface. We are going to focus on those details and use it as references for texturing. We're going to next reference images to analysis the material on surface and the details of the aircraft.
For instance, this aircraft I have here looks so boring since it is only made of aluminum. The whole aircraft is made of aluminum with a paint layer, which looks very new. An Army aircraft is like a sample aircraft.
Although this is a brand new version of the aircraft, we are also going to learn a lot of things from this picture, such as the aluminum surface with detailed patterns, the new glossy paint layer, the roughness and glossiness of this material.
Actually, an Army aircraft during the war has to confront rubbing, peeling, smearing, and all kinds of those due to the weather condition when it flies in the sky.
This is the nature condition example. You can easily catch up.
You see there are traces of flowing water, which will cause these stains.
Besides that, we also have the corrosion effect of iron and its alloys, such as steel on the aircraft. However, we can also have the humanity condition to affect on the aircraft, such as
there are stains of other paint colors as a painter makes the old paint stains peeled off or creates other sticky ones.
As we can see, I am also going to save the old version image as reference for the aircraft.
Because of those details, it always makes valuable for your texture and aircraft if you can combine it together.
Here you can see these stains are very clear, especially those on the tail. I really like these details since they will make your aircraft much more special. However, do not overuse them, as I have seen many of you struggle with every single rusty details, color variations, and others.
If you put everything in your artwork, this is the rubbish works. Over details also cannot make more beautiful, but it also is destroyed your work. Please keep it simple, stupid. A product fully covered with those details will become very unrealistic and cause confusion.
People won't know where to look at as they see the aircraft anymore.
In the beginning, we will learn about the stains and know where was the stains born.
As I have seen many of you struggle with every single rusty details, color variations, and others. Aircraft anymore. Those stains were born from reality, so their positions must be accurate in order for everybody to find them logical when they are looking at them. As you refer to the reference images, they will help you analyze those stains, like rust stains are caused by flowing water's long stagnancy.
Furthermore, rust is the corrosion process that made red or brown colors and porous surface texture.
The consequently established caves get damp, which engenders rusts. The rust also lies on the surface of the caves, but they will be mainly in the caves or interstices to which dust clings.
All of things used for long time, which we also see dust clings on its surface, specifically.
In this image, you will see clearly dust clings to these interstices and stays under the aircraft. A great deal of dust will cling below it.
In addition, we also have more effect on the surface of our aircraft, that is paint peels and scratches. The scratches always appear everywhere on hard surface, and the paint peels.
There are also other traces that look like being peeled. They will lie on the convex parts of the aircraft.
You can see them to illustrate. The peels, scratches will lie on the surface of the propeller outside the engine. And why is it here?
First, it is because these convex parts are spherical surfaces. Paint or painted details are very easily peeled off. Second, it's because such a sphere is very difficult to get moist. It's hard for rust or dust to cling to. So you will see those places spark with metal. But it doesn't mean that anywhere near the angles or right the sphere, rust or peeling usually appears.
We are also going to see the effects on the body of engine part 2. Inside the engine, we are going to take a look the internal structure and unexposed components that also have the effect of dust clings in oil. Besides that, we are going to refer the red iron oxide layer on the iron and steel located areas that can be applied over our matte old paint layer. To sum up, there are a lot of effects of dirt, corrosions, and deteriorations on the exposed surface of the aircraft, which we can use for detail references.
Rust is caused by humidity, so look down from above at the entire aircraft. You will see the higher, the less rust and dust cling to the details, and the details peeled off lie beneath. You can see down here, it's very clean. This part is clean, completely clean. A lot of dirty, rusty details are observed less on the surface than in the caves, and less in the angles of the aircraft than down below.
Finally, we know all about choosing the reference images, which will make your value. What do you need for our hard surface plane and how to use them? At the same time, we also known as
analysis makes you understand this and you will do it correctly. Once you do it correctly, your final product will have more values compared to when you do something without understanding it thoroughly.
We finished the reference preparation. We will move to file exporting from Maya to Substances Painter before texturing in Chapter 2.
In the next video, we will go into the main part, which is texturing this aircraft. See you in the next video. Cheers.